Today, I'd like to introduce you to a new toy I got. It's called the Titanic Tarot cards. I invested, I guess, in this as a keepsake. I think it's beautiful. It cost a little bit more than the regular Titanic Tarot. They have two versions. They have this one and then another one. But I got the deluxe edition because it comes not only in a, let me get this off here, I've already opened it, beautiful wooden box, walnut wood. See, it's got the White Star flag emblem on it. It came with a wax sealed replica of a ticket of a passenger on the Titanic. And I had to Google whether or not they survived. I got Albert Moss, age 29, and I looked up. He did survive. He was in steerage, third class. He was from Norway and en route to meet up with his, I guess, commanding officer because he was military. So back then, military had to travel at the bottom. But I thought this was cool. If anybody can Google a replica of a Titanic ticket, it's very fascinating. Even the small print, very fascinating. Reading it, it's just very, very fascinating. I hate that I had to break the seal, but I was so curious. Now the cards are still in a beautiful box. And I love the cover of this. I love the color. Look at this. Looks like a skull. I can't look, but the artist, the creator of it, painted it, and it basically took shape of a skull. But I have animals around me. This tarot deck in the box, in the lid. This tarot deck is dedicated to the souls lost in the sinking of the Titanic, and also to the memory of the 712 souls who survived. It's just amazing how many died. It comes with a beautiful little guide, has the picture on it, and it is colored. It has represented different Titanic people that we know of. I was just looking at they don't say the idea, but the major arcana, there's the Fool. To me, it looks like a little bit like Rose from the movie Titanic. Has a little dog that's, giving her warning. Magician. It says in front of the magician is two barrels. One barrel contains the four symbols of the minor arcana. I don't know. I say it arcana, which is this one. The one at the back left. The other barrel contained 3 cards. The 3 cards represent past, present, and future. The card up his sleeve, which is right there, represent that the future can be changed. The Seer. The Emperor. Now this one depicts our Emperor is represented by Thomas Andrews, the naval architect in charge of plans for the RMS Titanic. Now I could go through each card, but this tells about it. Okay, the Hierophant is represented by Thomas Biles, a Catholic priest. That was on the Titanic. It says Biles was walking on the upper deck praying for his forever, whatever. When the Titanic struck the iceberg, as the ship was sinking, he assisted many third-class passengers up to the boat deck, to the lifeboats. He twice refused to place in a lifeboat. The lovers. The lovers is represented by Isidore and Ida Strauss, co-owners of the Macy's department store in New York City. Both were offered a seat in a lifeboat, but Isidore refused to go because there were still women and children needing to be saved. He urged his wife to board a lifeboat, but she refused. We have lived together for many years. Where you go, I go. Cool. Let's see. The Chariot is like two tugboats pulling the Titanic, which I think is kind of cool. Let me see something. Let me get the cards out. I mean, everybody's wanting to see the cards. I'm going to change the side, but I don't know, it's hard to see on here. You see the prism-like color obsidian on the edging? It's like, oh my God. Okay. These are not in any order. Okay. The Tower. I think it's amazing. The Star. Bad lighting here. I haven't figured out Fool, Magician. We've already seen them. Seer, the Empress. We'll get that in a minute. There's Andrews, Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot. Okay. And they're very slippery. Okay, next we have Strength. Our Strength card shows a mother comfort her child during the disaster. The mother exhibits strength despite the uncertainty of the current and future challenges. The young child holds a stuffed lion to pay tribute to the traditional card drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith. Go! You cats! I know they want love. This one particular precious, she insists. Okay, the Hermit is represented by Captain Smith. He stands alone reflecting on his past success and failures. After a long career with the White Star Line, Captain Smith was set to retire after completing Titanic's maiden voyage. It makes me think of a movie. Go out with a bang. When Ismay wanted him to fire up all his boilers. And these are so slippery. I mean, they're good stock, but they're slippery. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune card is represented by Robert Hitchens, quartermaster on the Titanic. He was steering the Titanic when it struck the iceberg. So I'm going to put them back in the box because that'll be a lot easier. Justice is represented by a blind woman being helped by two children aboard the Titanic. One child is a wealthy while the other child is poor. That's just kind of cool. It shows no matter what our status in life, we can always help those in need. And I have a cat in heat in the back. All my other cats are fixed. She's going to be the last one, maybe. Anyway. The Hangman, much like the Magician, it's different. Usually other hangmen that I have seen look like they can become unhung. I don't know if this guy could or not. I mean, I guess he could grab the rope up here. I don't know. To me, it looks like he has no control over falling. And then there's a lifeboat kind of behind him, about ready to rescue him. I don't know. Very interesting. Okay, this next card. Oh my goodness. This one blew me away. This is Death. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, for Titanic Death, Titanic Death, yeah. The Titanic deck Death is perfectly represented here. Just amazing. And creepy. At the same time. Temperance is represented by a man diluting wine with water. And I'm just going to go over each major arcana. The Devil is the devil shows two Titanic workers, a man that shovels coal into the boilers, and a woman servant. These two workers live beyond their means. Thus, they must work like dogs to survive. Burdened with debt, they become enslaved. Now, judgment is interesting. If I can find where it went. I want to read it. Okay, it skipped over, I know. This judgment card in Titanic shows a lifeboat of people helping those in the water. When a card is reversed, it shows the people in the lifeboat refusing to help those in the water. So very interesting depiction of judgment. I know these are all out of order, but whatever. The world card within the Titanic shows a woman ascending to heaven from a pile of corpses. Makes me think of the Venus. That's the world. Her journey is done. She's finished. It's complete. Okay, let me go backwards. Just like I said, some of these are not in order toward the end. Okay, the sun. The sun card on the Titanic Tarot shows a mother and a child on board the rescue ship RMS Carpathia, whatever. I'm Southern. Leave me be. The moon is a symbol of intuition, dreams, and the unconscious, light dim compared to the sun. It just shows a different look. Looks like the Titanic is leaving. And it's still, it's hard to tell if it still has its little crap. It's got the two dogs. Usually, I guess that's the one coming out of the water. I don't know. Very, very interesting. Sorry. I am still learning this. Okay. I got two of them for some reason. They had one in a plastic envelope. Okay, which one did we skip? The Empress, I think. Come back. Now, first, when I saw the card, I thought, oh, that's Molly Brown. No. That's, she's represented by Madeline Astor, the wife of John Jacob Astor. She was 5 months pregnant at the time of the disaster. So, that's her. But Molly Brown is in this deck. Let me see. She is supposed to be represented by the Queen of Coins. And J.J. Astor is King of Coins. So, okay, here we go. King of Coins. That's J.J. Astor. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed something. Let's see. There she is, Queen of Coins. There's Molly Brown. Interesting. Now I've noticed something. Each one has a different edging. The court cards have this edging around them, while as just the regular ones do not. I mean, here's the King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Swords. I don't know if any of these are any specific person like the others. Okay, the Queen of, who was it? Queen of Swords is represented by Elsie Bowerman. And the King of Swords is Archibald Butt. What's the last name? B-U-T-T. Butt. See the page. A lot of them don't. It only looks like the Queen and King Like the Queen of Cups is Dorothy Gibson. The King of Cups is Archibald Gracie the Fourth, American artist and historian, writer and historian. I'm sorry. You need to get all your facts before you start doing this. Look, I'm training on person, whatever. Now the King and Queen of, King of Wands is Benjamin Guggenheim. And if I could find the Queen of Wands, it's Violet Jessup. If I'm not mistaken, she was a handmaid. Or a maid. I don't see where it's at. They got it. And I think what happened, all these fell down, but I didn't do a reading with these. Oh, another thing I noticed, the Major Arcana, it's got a fancy, that's the Tower. Okay, this is a regular card, and this is just one of the court cards. Notice the difference in the edging, the framework. The minors have no framework. The court cards have a little one. The majors have a real fancy. That's kind of cool. I just now noticed that. And why does the Seven of Swords look like, or Seven of Wands look like Donald Trump? Is it just me? I don't know. But yeah, they're like Page of Cups, Page of Swords. I got a page of Coins. Knight of Wands is supposed to represent the, the band played on. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. I already went through this. It's just, these are so cool. I would say they're a very good investment. I doubt I will read with these. Oh, I like this, 4 of coins. It's got the safe. Somebody watched the movie, which I think it's a very good job. These are very beautiful. All blue. It looks like a backdrop, of course, in the water. Backdrop. There's him. But all in all, I think they are absolutely beautiful. The back. This is the back. It's got a little white star emblem in each. And they're very good stock. One of the channels I follow is a Tarot Oracle, all one word, on YouTube. He is extremely gifted at teaching. I mean, oh my gosh. I have learned quite a bit. I am backing one of his Kickstarter projects for his book. That's the end. I know when he did a walkthrough of his Titanic deck, he only got one in a white box. I guess it was the beginning of the Kickstarter. But like I said, this is extremely beautiful. It fits right in there. I tried to fit that in there, but it won't shut. So I got the little sleeve that comes in. It's supposedly made of walnut, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, my ticket was for Albert Moss. Google him. It's very interesting. Even after all these years, people are fascinated with the Titanic. I have my personal opinion about what happened. I believe they mocked God. They said God himself could not sink it, so God used something he created to sink it. Simple. I just hate the loss of so many innocent people because somebody else was stupid. Sounds like today. One person spoils the pot. Y'all have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try to get better. I mean, I'm middle-aged, so I'm still learning these things. LOL.